it's just, always the same out here, just bumper to bumper.
Yeah, it is, but you made it, even with the traffic. Nice.
Of course. It used to be a great city, but then, boom, thanks to this bunch.
Exactly. Anyway, I'm really happy,
You're right.
because it's really great to see you, it honestly is.
Oh, good, I'm glad. This is a nice place. I've never been here before.
Oh, yeah, they're good. They got them all over the place now, like a chain, I think. So.
I mean, why would I, right? Live in town, how often are you going to go to a local hotel?
Right.
I mean, you wouldn't.
No, not usually.
No, not for any reason. Not even if you were attending a convention. I mean, just drive right home afterwards. I mean, unless...
What? Unless what? No, I don't.
You know what I'm talking about, come on.
I don't know truthfully, what?
Unless you're seeing someone innocently.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that.
So you know what? You want anything like a water?
No.
I mean,
No.
really?
Yeah, no, good, thanks.
Okay. I'm gonna have some nuts if that's all right with you.
Go for it.
Even though they're like, $600.
Well, then don't eat them, right? I mean, that'll teach him.
Yeah, but I'm hungry.
Well, then you decide, which never really was one of your strong suits.
No salt. I'm big on that.
Oh, no, you always liked the salt. It was one of your many vices.
Sure. Not too bad like this.
Yeah, I mean, no, I'm good, thanks. Yeah. Oh, I heard that one thing you did for that one magazine. Someone faxed it to me. That was really cool. Clever.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. Funny how you know so much about women now. Anyways.
Yeah, anyway, so, look, I know this is sort of out of the blue and all, and I really appreciate how you could be curious about what's up.
But, yeah, that's true. I'm curious about what is up.
I just really needed to see you.
You did?
Wanted to, really, but there is some need there, yes, need.
And why is that? Oh, I only cut to the chase because my kids are home after you.
Sure, I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. I mean, I like when they come home. I just need to be there, that's all.
No, not sorry for that. I'm sorry for rambling on about like the peanuts and
Cashews.
Right. So, get to the point here. Get some water. These we're gonna do parts of your throat after you have a few moments. So, I know you're probably wondering what I'm doing back in the Seattle area.
It did cross my mind, yeah.
Right, of course. I mean, even though I do get back here sometimes to visit my folks and all, but I'm not here for that. To see them, no. I didn't even call and let them know. I'm actually flying out in a couple hours.
Oh.
Just really needed to see you.
Maybe I'll just have a sip.
Okay.
You know what? I called your mom once. Yeah, just on a whim like a year ago. I didn't even remember the number, so I had to look it up in the book.
Really? They never told me that.
Yeah, I didn't ask for you or leave a message or anything. It's just your mom and I got pretty friendly there for a while, so it's just nice to hear her voice. I mean, I thought about calling you, but in the end, I just pretended to be someone else, selling raffle tickets for my kids' school or something. You and I talked for a bit. That was nice.
I never knew that.
I know, I just said you wouldn't because I didn't ask for you, so you
Right.
It's 2:30.
Sure. Look, I called you. I mean, came into town and contacted you because I wanted to do something here. Right or wrong, or make sure that we're okay.
Oh.
Does that make any sense?
No.
What I mean is, when I think about it, us, I'm saying, I feel like things didn't end well.
Okay.
I mean, things do end for so many reasons and a lot of different ways. And I think we had a really good go of it back then.
High school.
Yeah, school. I mean, great times at Central Valley and a lot of fun. And then all of a sudden we just...
You ended it.
Yeah, but...
No, you broke up with me.
That's true.
What else do you want to go over?
Are you mad at me? I mean, seriously though, are you?
I did not believe you just asked me that.
Well, I mean, you just never know. People carry those kind of things around.
No, I would not be surprised.
Oh.
Because I do think about what happened between us.
Oh, good. Well, let's talk about it then.
Now.
Yes, I mean, I know you have to go, but we can, air out a bit of laundry.
You want to air this stuff out now? Instead of 15 years ago, you flew all the way to do this here today.
Look, I know it may seem strange, but I think that it would really benefit.
You know what? Yeah, you're okay. I can say I'll be a little late. You're very careful with your things.
Yeah. I must have picked that up somewhere.
Yeah, you must have, because you weren't like that when I used.
I mean, well, we were just kids, right?
18, that's when you dumped me. That's typically an adult.
True, but that's what it felt like to me, right? Just kids.
Yeah, whatever you say.
You are mad.
You're just there.
Look, I'm going to do something next time, okay? I'm going to be completely upfront and totally honest with you.
That is promising.
I am. Look, I think the reason why we broke up back then...
No, not we. It was you.
Yeah, but...
No. We was when we decided to start dating. We would decide what movie to go to our Friday night. But the whole finishing off part, that was you.
I know that. I do. But I'm saying, I stopped calling, coming over, but it wasn't any one thing that prompted it. It wasn't. And for some reason, I got the idea that you thought that you had done something. So
No.
Oh, because my mom said that the two of you had talked. I mean, not recently, but back in the day.
I never said that.
Implied it, insinuated that I had led you to believe that you had done something wrong.
I don't think that was the case.
And I just wanted to let you know, I'll be a little bit late in the game, that it wasn't anything of the sort.
I know that. Why would I think that? I wouldn't.
Right. So I'm here to just reiterate, better late than never, that you did nothing wrong.
Thanks.
It was me. It was all me. I just needed to...
What did you need?
I don't know. I wanted to. I mean, okay, I wanted my freedom at the time. To do school somewhere other than over at community, or maybe pursue my writing. I don't know, whatever. And you were a girl that I could sort of look at, glance at, and maybe see her whole future.
Really?
Kind of. I mean, it's not bad or anything. You're just that kind of woman, and I think if I can say this, history has proved me right. It really has. I mean, you're still here with kids, and your husband is doing pretty much what I guess he'd be doing. And back then, when I'm this young teenager staring eternity into the face, and I can just picture myself with that produce manager's vest on, and I suppose I just, got nervous and ran out of the situation the only way I knew how. So.
He's not the produce manager. He runs the whole thing.
Okay.
No. He's the store manager. There is a difference.
Granted, sorry.
Just forget it.
No, I am sorry. You're not mad, are you?
No, not fine.
Because I never...
You know what? I believe you, so why don't you just go ahead and believe me?
Fine. All right.
And that's really the whole reason why we just ended just like that, was because you had a vision of working in a safe way for the rest of your life?
Basically, yeah.
Not some other girl.
I mean, I don't recall.
Because I had this vague, worry about that back in the day.
I mean, no, we only dated for about
2 years. A little over. We were promised to each other for 2 years. And you never went to the prom with anybody else, right?
I mean, this is 15 years ago.
Oh, please.
Okay. No, I didn't. I did not ask anyone to that prom or anything. No, I didn't.
Okay, not what I heard, but okay.
So there was a senior girl, some friend of, what's his name? I knew him since kindergarten. Him. And he just asked me to stop over, really drop in with this one gal who was his date's friend. She played volleyball or something.
No, this is what I heard. Go on.
Well, that's it. Nothing else. We didn't do a corsage or pictures or anything like that. I was more of a, what do you call it?
I don't know. I'm dying to hear.
Chaperone. Really?
Chaperone.
Yeah, more of that. Yeah.
Okay, so she's a senior, and you're a senior, she's a senior.
No, right. But that's what it felt like. Like, you know, like when your brother accompanies you to something, like takes you to a... I left her there.
I don't have a brother, remember?
I'm just saying, like...
You know, I thought maybe it slipped your mind. I mean, so much else seems to have.
I thought we talked about this once.
No.
When we did it at that one summer.
No, not ever. We talked about marriage, but not this.
My mistake?
Yeah, apparently so. No, you know, I overheard this one time. You know, just this mention of it. The one time in the store where you almost ended up in your vision. Yeah, I was dropping off lunch for my husband, and I was looking at something in the end cap display, I don't know, in the news or whatever, and I all of a sudden hear this voice, this blast from the past, and I look over, and it's your mother. It's your mom sitting right there in the juice aisle, talking to some neighbor lady or some lady from church. And off they go chatting about this and that, as women do. And I don't really know why, but I keep standing there listening. And oh boy, do I get an earful. Yeah, about you and us and lots of stuff. And the part about stuff is how well you cleaned up, she called it, for your big night, prom night. So imagine me standing there next to the Hearty Fudge Crunch and thinking, what night? I didn't have a big night because we didn't go to prom. But oh, no. She wasn't talking about me. No, she was talking about you and her. Some girl. She also said you didn't call him enough. Yeah, I know. I should, get going because of the traffic and yeah.
But it was really good seeing you.
You know what? Actually, I wasn't talking about our prom. I was talking about their prom at North Central.
Okay.
So, did you go there with someone?
No. Look. It's almost a quarter up. The kids.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, you said that.
I mean, if you want to.
What?
Nothing. I was going to say you like want an email.
No, you know what? No, I think I'm just gonna. Here we go. All right.
Yeah, sure.
Am I speaking too quickly for you?
No,
Because
sorry.
I really don't need this conversation. I don't. It's not necessary to my life.
I know that.
You asked for it, not me.
That's true. And I appreciate that you drove all the way over here for me.
Oh, I didn't do that. Not for you. No, do not get that idea. No, do not get that into your head. I came for me. That is all. I'm here for one person only, and that is me, myself, and I.
Okay, Miss Bergstrom, I get it.
Fine. You know, and call me Lindsay. For God's sakes, after all this time, you can at least do that.
I'm sorry, Lindsay. I understand.
Good. Then let's leave it.
It's fun to be back here.
Is it?
Yeah, kind of. My old room. 127.
Well, that's true.
Lots of memories. Lots.
Well, you're right about that. I do have a number of memories about the room, this place. I do. Some of them didn't even end up in your article. You know, it's astonishing to me how vampiric you people are, cannibalistic writers. You know, it's amazing that you can
Look,
even...
what I do is it's mostly fiction. Let's make it up.
Okay, well, whatever lets you sleep at night. It's, what was the name of it again?
Oh, the calculus of desire.
Nice. Clear. And is there anything else out there that I should be made aware of?
No. But you know, I'm always working on stuff. So.
Oh, goody. I do remember that fondly, though.
Yeah, me too. You know, I didn't even like Boston until I met you.
Really? Well, that's a shame. It's a lovely city.
No, it is. That's true. I'm just saying, like, at the time, you know, me just out of school and at my first teaching gig, I felt pretty
Lost. That's what you used to say to me, that you were lost.
I was. Felt that way really for a while. Right out of grad school, it was tough first year.
Only here.
Yeah. I was too young, you know, like, I played a big part in it. I was just too young to teach some grad lit course.
I was 23 when I started having a dissertation to finish, but still, 23, can you imagine?
Wow.
Yeah, it was a different time.
It's true.
Different era, at least. I mean, we all cared a bit more then. We were all more committed or something.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they say about your field of relationship to history, CNN and stuff, the 70s.
We started in the 80s, late 80s. No, 89, actually. But, you know, it has nothing to do with this. I'm just going on here because...
No, I mean, like, in women's studies.
We call it gender studies now. Some of us are actually trying to keep up with the times, but, like, why are we here? Huh?
I just wanted to see you again, basically.
Because of this wedding.
Yeah, I mean, I've been traveling around and seeing, anyhow, just something neat.
Well, that's nice. I suppose it's lovely to know that our time with each other meant more than just a paycheck from a publisher.
Look, I know you have no reason to trust me here, and it's certainly been a while.
Yeah, that's part of it. Part of the confusing side. Your call came at work, at my work. You know, so it was... I'm just glad I got the message and not my teaching assistant.
Me too.
My point is, you didn't need to do that. You're getting married. I'm still married.
I know. Believe me, I know.
Why do it, huh? After everything that happened,
I'm sorry.
Why do that to me?
I'm sorry, okay? I just thought, you know, he's still on faculty, right?
Of course, he's the dean now.
Oh, really?
It's nothing. It doesn't matter.
I mean, right. I just didn't want to, you know, just run into him on campus or, like, see him and have this big... for you.
You left at the end of that second semester, so you probably have no idea, no real sense of how hard things were for me there for a while after we were spotted.
No, not really.
Yeah, well, how could you? Right? Because you didn't call to check. Not once, not one single time.
I did, okay? But I would always hang up right before.
We got caught. You took the first train out, as they say, figuratively speaking.
Yeah. I did a bad thing there skipping town.
Yeah, I'd say that is quite a bad thing.
Look, I was scared, okay? I let myself get spooked by like the specter of an angry husband, I suppose, and I just ran off.
Leaving me behind. Behind after making so many pledges of your life.
I did do that, and I'm sorry. It's bothered me ever since, honestly.
I see.
It did. It does. And that's why I'm here. Before I go off and get married myself.
Before you get the chance.
What do you mean?
The chance to become the jealous husband. The couple.
Well, I hope not. But, yeah. Water?
It's fine.
It's the French kind.
Yeah. I have nothing against France, I mean, specifically.
It's really good to see you again.
Well, I'm here, so take a look. Me too. It's important.
I agree.
Oh no, I don't mean not for us. No, I did it for him. See, I fibbed a bit when I said that I came here just for me. I also did it for him.
Who?
My husband. It's an awfully big step that me come here.
I'm not following you.
Oh, he urged me to see you today. He's waiting downstairs. He's sitting out front in our Subaru. Yeah, he really wanted me to do that I needed to.
And you told him what?
Everything. That you contacted me, you wanted me to come here, 127, all of it.
You did.
Yeah, I mean, he already knew the details from, he knows. Now.
Wow. May I ask why?
No, not really. I mean, if you're asking me if you have the right to ask me, then I'd say no, you do not. You lost most of your rights with me when you took off back whenever, and then you lost yours about it. Whereas he stayed with me. He's stuck in a relationship that I totally and completely betrayed with a guy he hired, given a job.
I know that.
That's what he did. That's why he's sitting there right now, drove me over here to find out just what on earth you could be calling on me for at this late date. That's why he's sitting in the parking lot pretending to read you a today, because he cares about me, for me. And so the big question now is, why are you here, huh? Back here after all this time?
So I can say, I'm sorry.
Well then, maybe you should go down to the car and you should let him know that too.
I'm not ready to do that at this time.
I didn't invite you with me. That's not why he came, by the way, for an apology.
No?
No, not at all. He came to support me as my support. I mean, isn't that just amazing that people would do that? God, I find older guys are so giving.
Yes. He's quite special. That sounded really bad coming out of my mouth.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I can tell you what I'm saying.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is bad. You know, but if you don't mind, what exactly are you sorry for?
You should know.
No, I don't know. Tell me, there's so much.
Well, for what you said, for the running off part. I mean, I didn't get a job, so technically I didn't run off, but, you know, after taking off when we got found out.
I see. Okay. So, not for doing it, not that.
No. I mean, yes, it's wrong, but...
But that you're just sorry that we got found out for getting caught.
Basically.
And that's what you wanted to tell me.
Overall, most of that, and, you know, the leaving you hanging part, got a bad habit of just running off without... I didn't want anyone to get hurt by Ari. You know, it was never my intention to hurt anyone.
Well, I wouldn't think so. It's very rarely the intention behind an affair. That's almost always the result, right? Hurt. Somebody always gets hurt.
Yeah, I think I've done a lot of that in this particular instance.
Oh, no, I doubt that.
What?
That this is particular, I mean, judging from what I've read.
I'm sorry.
For you, I mean. See, I think that you're the type that leaves a bunch of hurt in your boyish wake all the time. I bet hurt is your #1 byproduct.
Well, if you're referring to my story, it's just fiction.
Oh,
but...
no, don't sell yourself short. No, you can hurt people with your eyes closed. I mean, I saw it a mile away, but still, I plunged right in.
Look, I didn't come here.
Oh, okay, fine. And how might you go about doing that? I'm very curious. How?
Oh, I thought we could figure it out together.
Sure.
I told him I'd do that just that he knew that everything was okay. But you know what? Let's get back to this making it all better notion. That deal.
All right.
What do you propose?
Well, I really haven't given him much, the specifics. I mean,
No, I didn't imagine that you had. I'm sure this is all just some big idea for you that's hoping to make it all okay. Some
I
grand
really
gesture.
want to, though.
Want to or going to?
I will, yeah.
Because I don't want you to try. It only works if you do it no matter what.
You're right. Okay. I will do it, yes.
Oh, good. Okay, that's very good. So how do we make that happen?
I'm not sure.
Let's see. How do you help me get some of the dignity I lost? A small bit of that back.
I suppose I could, go out there and talk to him if that's what you really, really want me to do. Or something like that. I don't know what we gain from it, but...
No, you're right. It doesn't really even out, not after
Right.
the time that's passed now.
Or I could,
You want to know what he thinks? My husband, you want to know what he thinks you should do?
No, what?
This woman you're marrying, you haven't really said much about her.
There's not too much to tell, really.
Really, I'm sure she'd be surprised to hear that.
I mean, not so much. Studying to be a nurse.
And yes.
Oh no, she's fantastic. She's definitely that. But
What? She's what?
nothing. I'm not keen on dragging her in on this.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay. She's younger than me, right?
Huh?
Younger than me.
Yeah. Yes, she's 23. Well, in April.
Oh, nice. Oh, how nice. Back then when it was over, I thought that was one of the reasons, the main reason that you didn't say that you left was
No,
age.
not just that. I mean,
Well, that's what I told myself anyway, that it wasn't for some real reason that actually mattered.
I
but
liked your
because
age. I did.
Well, the fact that your bride-to-be is younger, you really sort of nails it in for
Lindsay,
me.
that's not.
So tell me, what do you think would be the most hurtful thing that you could do to her, this fiancé of yours?
Listen, I don't even
It's
want.
just speculation. Come on, just imagining. So tell me, what would it be?
I don't know.
What if you cheated on her, even though you're not married yet?
She would hate it. What do you think?
I think so, because she trusts you, right? She
Yeah.
puts her trust into you.
Yeah.
That's what my husband thinks too. He said that very thing, that the most hurtful thing wouldn't be what we could do to you, but to her. For you to hurt her in some way. You know what?
Yeah.
I agree. I agree with it because it's the other person that feels the pain. So, since you promised to make it all okay, that's what we would like for you to do.
I'm not following.
We would like for you to sleep with me. Again. Now.
What? Why?
Because you don't want to and she wouldn't want you
But
to.
I already don't see where they.
But see, it's not really for you to see. No, it's for somebody else. All the somebody else is that you heard a while ago and you never had the guts to say sorry. So do you want the drapes opened or closed?
Wait, look. I realize that you're angry.
Oh,
I
good.
understand
I'm
that.
so glad it's coming
No,
across
please
for you.
understand. Look, I can't do this.
Yes, you can.
No.
Yes.
No.
I said yes.
And I said no. I mean, I can literally do this all night. I want to do something. I do.
You said you would. You said you would.
I know. I am, but I can't.
Yes, you can. You will do this. You will do this when my husband sits in my outback and waits for me.
Why would I? And I mean you. Why would you want?
Does she know about this?
What are you talking about?
You're a trick. You're all a little soft.
Oh, you mean?
You know exactly what I mean. Does your girlfriend know about it?
No.
Oh, should we call her? Right? It's Alex, right? My husband tracked her down.
Please, stop.
No.
Please stop.
You know what? Then I get my hands off if I were you. I'd like to get this over with.
I cannot do this.
Yes, you can. You are quite capable of fucking me. You are.
Shit! Oh.
All the time in the beginning that I let you back then. always here, in the room with the little red door, 127. It's our little place. We would go in between classes and anytime we could escape. Remember? The love was nice. I mean, we were nice as a couple, I think, but it wasn't that kept me coming back. It was your promise of a future, this big, bold future that you kept whispering to me about lying there with your eyes closed. That's what I fell in love with. Tomorrow, all the tomorrows that you kept offering me.
I remember that.
I'm sure you do. It's easy enough to say, though apparently it's all really simple when it's a complete lie. You have no want or hope of ever seeing it through, then it's just simply fiction. As whimsical as a fairy tale. We were good at it. I'll give you that. An expert at making the usually practical, honest women like me fall for it. Gobble it up. And a call. One single call from a colleague could make it all go away. That courage of yours, your bravado. That's why you teach it, I suppose. Write it too. Fiction? That's what you deal in as a person. The irony that I may be one day adding you to a syllabus? Not lost on me.
He's not going to come up here for like pictures or anything, is he? Thirsty man in the middle of all this?
No, I promise you.
That would suck.
Just between us. And her, of course.
Who?
You will tell her, right?
Of course I'm crazy.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, then you'll have to live with it. Carry it around like I did until I can clean.
I can't believe this.
Just pretend it's that we've met between our classes. That it's a few years back when we met between our acting classes.
I can't.
Come on, just lie back. Lie your head back. Close your eyes. You can relax. Oh, I know you can.
I can't.
Oh, come on, just we can talk later. Later, when we're done, and after, when I'm lying there in your arms, you can tell me all about it.
Or what?
The future. The future that I'm about to miss. Oh, come on. Lay down. Tell me something. Something that you remember about us here. Keep your eyes closed and tell me.
I can see. I mean, recall us on every Thursday. Every Thursday in that first semester before Christmas, I was going to Seattle for the holidays, and it was killing us for me to do that. But I promised my folks that I would. And you and your husband, he was on sabbatical in the fall. He was and you promised him that you visit him over in England. He was taking that group of students on a theater trip. Remember? Where are you?
I'm here. Close your eyes. Go on. Keep going. Further. Keep your eyes closed. Go on.
And, but like, right before I had to leave, like an hour before we both had to fly out, we met here. Rolling around in the sheets. Not knowing if we would make it to Logan or not. Not even caring. We wasn't worried about tomorrow. Oh. It was so. I was so. Accumulate each time we spend a night at their other resorts, but I'm like, hey, when am I going to be in Bali or, take a weekend in Tonga? So I've been traveling, around the States, and I just decided it's nice to live like this while I'm away from home. So.
Makes sense. Oh, but I thought you said you were getting married. On the phone you did?
Oh, yeah, I did, yes.
Oh, well, wouldn't it be good for that then? Like a real sweet or that sort of thing down the road?
No. No, because my in-laws to be, they actually booked us this trip to Mexico where we have the whole honeymoon suite and everything. We're gonna do that.
Got it.
Yeah.
And yeah, upgrade is perfect.
Right. I thought so. A little corner room really does the trick. A little balcony area, whatever.
Yeah, I bet it does.
No, it really does. Seriously.
Well, however you did it, it's really very nice.
I agree, and I'm glad you like it. You're not married or anything, are you?
No, I'm not anything, not yet.
Okay.
Well, I have to admit I never expected to hear from you.
No?
Not really, no.
I mean, me and your brother, we were best friends. Like, we were really close in school, I'm saying.
Yeah, not lately though.
Right. I mean, not in the past.
15 years.
Okay. It's been a while, a decade or so.
I told him I was coming to see you, and he was knocked out by that. The idea of us meeting, the two of us.
Really, it's not so crazy. I mean, me being here in the Seattle area, and then your brother, he's in Dallas now. I don't get down there too often, if ever.
Yeah, I mean, sure, but this is not by happenstance or as I call it, right? Is that a word, happenstance?
Yeah, I think so. We're very close to that.
No, I believe that's right, happenstance.
It could be.
Well, you're the big time writer.
Well, teacher, really, but I do both now.
That's worse. You should know better.
Okay, I think you're right. Yes, happenstance. Yeah.
Anyhow, you're not here by that, right? Chance anything you need to be able to see me, isn't that right? Isn't that what you said?
Yes.
Well, that's not what I told him. I fibbed a little.
How's that?
Well, I told Kelly that you just called me out of blue.
Which is true.
Yes. But, I told him that you're really just down for the day and that you called me to ask me if we could grab a bite or catch up on old times, etc., all that kind of crap.
Okay. Yeah.
Which, of course, just made him ask more questions like, how come he hadn't called me in so long? How come he has your number? Blah, blah, blah.
Sure, that's natural.
Yeah. So,
gave me a card. I think I lost it.
Oh, well, I have another one, so... I mean, he wanted to talk to you ever since you did that story of yours, you know, the magazine one. He actually sent me a copy of it on my work fax, which got me totally busted, but, yeah, he reached out to you, an agent or someone, but he never heard back from you, which I'm so acknowledged. Yeah.
No, I don't. I mean, I would have seen it if she ever would have seen it.
Well, but it doesn't matter. He was just surprised, that's all.
No, I'm definitely going to go on a check, but it probably got mixed up with a whole bunch of... I haven't been great with keeping up with people from school.
Yeah, no biggie. It's hard. I mean, I'm only 26, but I already think it's hard. Emails help, but still.
Oh yeah, email's great for that. You know, a note every now and then. But is that what you are now? 26? Wow, time just...
Nice.
That's the one. Whoosh. So it's...
You look a lot older.
Yeah? I mean, I suppose so, sure. I mean, that long ago. I mean, you do too, although not...
Well, of course I do. Of course I would. I mean,
Right.
I was a kid, a child really, but you were... I can remember exactly what you looked like, and I always had this image in my head of you, I mean. Yeah, so for the past couple of days and all the way over here, I've been imagining this guy, you, but this younger version of you, who used to sleep over at our place and then like just stay over all the time, you know, and sort of crap, etc.
I don't think you can use that there.
What?
Nothing.
No, what can I use?
Etc. I mean, you can do whatever you want. That's really the beauty of English, but it's not proper.
Why? What did I say?
I don't remember exactly. You were listing a whole bunch of stuff, saying like sleeping over and some other. You kept saying "and" after everything, which is basically the same as saying "etc." at the end. I mean, basically.
You really are a teacher, aren't you?
It's true. You can say whatever you want. I'm sorry for you. It just gets to be happening.
No problem. I get it. I do. Etc. I'm not keeping you from anything?
No. I just forgot the date.
You're not really good at making stuff up, are you?
Not really.
No, not for someone who makes a living doing it.
Exactly. Something I should work on my line skills.
It do come in handy.
I know. Okay, so I'll put it on my list. All right. Although there are a few people that might disagree with me, say that I'm a pretty good liar as it is.
I bet. Anyway, you mentioned a list, or like putting that on your list?
Sure. Yeah. My to-do list. You know, self-improvement, that type of thing. You know, work out. You know, read more, be a better friend.
Etc. See how it works.
Yeah. No doubt, Reggie. None at all.
Good.
It's funny how we started to call you Reggie.
Well, actually, it's not that funny when your idiot parents go and name you Regina. What choice do you have?
Well, I mean, it was a family name, wasn't it?
Who cares? It's just a nasty thing to do to a kid. I mean, imagine the variations.
Oh, I think I heard a few of them.
Yeah, you made up a few if I recall.
Stand before you and accuse man.
Oh, not yet.
Huh?
It's just funny that you're mentioning a list or putting that on your list.
Yeah, why?
And then you call me up just like that. It's weird.
I'm lost.
Well, I just mean I guess I had thoughts about calling you, like reaching out at least over the last couple of years.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, for the same reason you call me, probably. Because of that one time.
Oh. I mean, if you think we should...
Well, we never did talk about it, and I could tell anybody about it, but I just always hoped we could feel a stain on that one, and I don't know, start over.
I understand that. I completely...
Don't say that. Don't go on about understanding me, because some of it makes it seem like I'm the one who brought it up, and you're completely surprised by the whole thing, taken aback, etc. This is why you told me, yeah, right?
Yeah. It's something that I... Yes, Reggie. Yeah.
Okay, then.
Coors Light or Budweiser?
I mean, I take Bud. I like Stella, but Bud is fine.
Alright. Pretty generic selection, I'm afraid.
Well, at least it's cool.
Is that not okay, right?
Well, I mean, I'm not English. I did turn out to be pretty complicated, but at least I don't drink more beer.
I mean, no wonder they colonized the whole world. Some ice! Some ice! My kingdom for some ice! Sorry, that was dumb. Sorry.
No, I just don't get it. What is it for?
Richard III, Shakespeare?
Yeah, I got that part. I'm not retarded.
I know, I'm not saying you're retarded about
I'm
it.
kidding. I'm pretty retarded when it comes to crap like that, like Trivial Pursuit and that solo drive. It's a code, right?
Yeah. A horse, my kingdom for a horse.
Right. Heard that one. Shakespeare.
Exactly.
So why does he want one so badly? A horse, I mean.
Oh, well, you know, he's about to get killed because all the wrong stuff that he's done, so he's trying to escape.
That's appropriate.
What?
Nothing. If you don't get it, don't worry about it. It's just you and Kelly used to play that all the time, remember? Trivial Pursuit? You would sit down in the basement for hours doing that thing with those little colored chips. And my dad used to call it Trivial Pursuit. Do you remember that?
Yeah, sure. It was the little pie pieces.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, so every Friday night when my mom was vacuuming down there, she would scream her head off because like 5 or 6 pieces of plastic would get just jammed into her Hoover, and she never used to scream, my mom, I mean, but for some reason that really fucked the shit out of her. Those little pieces of plastic getting swallowed up in her nose.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I know. And every time she would start something up with Kelly, you just disappeared and run back home. I mean, I was only little at the time, but I noticed that.
You're probably right. I mean, I don't like getting in the middle of family things. I'm not even at my house, so I would just go outside or go down to the school. And conflict was my favorite thing.
Yeah, I can see that. It's damn your writing too.
Oh, so you did read?
Yeah, the facts. Remember, Kelly got me into trouble for sending it, so I at least read the damn thing.
Right.
Your character in that. All those run-ins with women and his big defense is to slip away, get out the window, do whatever it takes to save his own skin.
It's for comic effect, really. I read the repetition of a motif, you know, classic sort of.
I still don't figure you made it all up.
Oh no, mostly I did. I mean, it's satire. It's softly based on canned guys. It's a sort of you know, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter. No.
So it's all just this big fantasy.
Well, certain episodes, you know, a phrase or an incident here and there can't help but seep in, but it's mostly from my imagination. Yeah.
Got it. Whatever you say.
Shakespeare, that's a good one.
Well, you always did want to be a writer, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I think so. I mean, there's no way you can remember that though.
I remember a lot of stuff. You'd be surprised.
Sure, but
I used to watch you because you were my favorite of Kelly's friends, so I would always follow you guys around, you know, spy on you and that sort of crap.
Really?
Yeah, I was stealthy. A regular Monta Howard.
Well, you don't forget what happened to her.
Why, you gonna shoot me?
No, is that what happened? I didn't have no idea. I was just saying that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, I know that she was killed. I mean, executed for, you know, being a, you know.
Spy. But a sexy one.
True.
Like me.
I did turn out kind of sexy, wouldn't you agree? I mean, objectively speaking. Oh, come on. Give yourself some credit here.
Yeah, I mean.
What?
You're just Kelly's little sister, my best friend's little sister.
Oh, that never stuck you before.
Look.
I'm just saying.
No, Ray, yes, you turned out to be a very beautiful woman, but you're just not some gal to me. It was like, we were...
Connected?
No, I was not going to say that. Yes, we grew up in the same neighborhood, but it's...
Anyway, the point is, you were my
favorite of Kelly's friends, and I really did overhear a bunch of crap that you guys said to each other. No joke.
Like what?
You know, stuff about classes, giving each other the answers for tests, and like jokes that you heard from people that he or you liked, and how there was a girl that you wanted to break up with, but I don't know what her name was, but there was another school, another girl, and then you had the hots for, and then I don't know, shit like that. Am I even close?
It's not bad. A little soup.
What else are you gonna do when you're that age?
Watch cartoons or something. But look, you said that you wanted to meet him.
Yeah.
Why? Seriously.
I mean, you know, right?
Yeah, but like, why now? Like why so many years later?
Just cause. Well, actually, I wrote it into my diary, and I said to myself that I would give you 15 years to ask me to marry you, and if you hadn't done it in that amount of time, I'd tell somebody about it. My mom, maybe.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Something like that. I mean, I don't remember exactly how I worded it, but something along those lines. I mean, I was a kid. What can I say?
That's crazy that you had a journal at 11.
Well, I wanted to be a writer too, you know, because of you.
No.
It's true.
I mean, that's what you do now, right?
Well, journalism, kind of like most big freelance anyway.
I mean, that's still like.
It's whatever, it pays the bills. I do human interest stories. Stories like ours.
What do you mean?
I mean, I never do it, of course, but it would make one hell of an article, right? Us meeting after all this time, what you actually ended up doing to me, and how things affected me, and how you turned out to be, how I turned out to be. You know, like you do with the stories of yours, just without all the, what do you call them? Motive?
Hey, look, if you think that we should talk, I mean.
We are doing that right
yeah,
now.
I'm doing that, but.
And you know what? I have to tell you, you made it under the wire almost completely to the day.
How's that?
You know, the day with the entry, you're not going to remember that, but it was my birthday, October 23rd. You were over because Mom wanted Callie to have someone so he wouldn't bug us girls at the party, and that's when it happened.
It was just a kiss. I mean.
Just a kiss?
Yeah.
I was 12. Not even, because it was before midnight.
I know that.
I'm so sorry, I'm a journalist. I stick so
No, I get that, but I'm just saying.
What do you want to add to that?
Nothing. Just
What?
I never meant anything by it.
Oh.
Not that it wasn't good.
Oh, so you enjoyed it?
No.
You didn't? I did.
I mean, not in some sexual way. It was nice, of course.
It was nice.
Nice and tender, sweet.
Etc.
Yeah, etc.
Did it okay this
Look, I'm not trying to be serious here.
I'm trying to be serious too. I'm completely serious. And what else happened?
What else? What do you mean?
I mean, what else do you remember?
Look.
It was a kiss, a full kiss on my mouth, my 12-year-old mouth. Well, 11 technically, I was still 11.
I know that.
Okay, good. So what else do you remember?
Look, it only lasted for a few seconds, so I don't.
Okay, you know what? I'm still mulling over the whole story deal or telling somebody about it, my mom maybe, or Kelly, so it's really up to you.
Don't do that.
I need some closure.
Fine. We can talk, but just don't do that.
Okay, tell me that.
Okay. It was so long ago. I don't know.
Why are you here?
I don't know.
Why did you come to Seattle to see me? I don't get it.
Because I just wanted to.
What did you want?
Needed to. All right, maybe I needed to get this off my chest with you before I get married and everything. I wanted to see you and to be like, hey, I know this thing happened so long ago, and I still think about it, so she must too. So we ought to, and that's as far as it goes. But I do think about it sometimes, which I really do.
I'm happy to hear that.
Okay. All right. This is the truth. I was in town recently to see for this conference thing that I attended, and I just happened to see you right in front of me. Like, it was like something out of a movie. You know when Janet Leigh's boss in Psycho strolls right past her car, and like he looks at her after she stole all that money from the bank, and he just stares at her, and he doesn't say nothing. He just stares at her, and they have like this weird moment, and he just keeps walking. We had that. I don't know if you saw like the movie or even me, but it was like that on my side. I'm in this little rented Ford Focus, and all of a sudden you're just there in the crosswalk. You're carrying a cup of Starbucks and you're on your cell phone, and then it's 15 years later, and I had no doubt, none at all that it was you. And so I flew out the next afternoon, but it just kept on. Like that image of you in the street. So I looked you up in the white pages. I found you. I called you, and left the rest of the machine.
It's funny. I didn't even notice you.
I mean, I figured you would, but I couldn't stop thinking about it.
So you called me. You woke me up.
Yeah, I found you. I flew back here, and I called you so we could, have a moment like this, or.
I get it.
Yeah.
Do you remember touching my ass?
No, Reggie,
Because
I don't,
you did.
honestly.
I didn't even know I had one of those back then. It was just my little old behind. Something that my daddy would pinch in and my mommy would pat on. But that night, when everybody else was asleep, my friends anyway, Kelly had snuck off to get you guys some beer from the neighbor's garage because they always had a fridge. Anyway, we were in the kitchen and we were laughing about something, and I don't even remember what it was, but you were probably making fun of me like usual. And then you were suddenly just right there, right in my face. And I was scared, but I didn't leave. It was like truth or dare, and like spin the bottle, and then
I kissed you.
Yes, we kissed, and I grew up right there, instantly. I became like this. Suddenly I was aware of things, of me, and I did kiss you back. I did do that, but only for a few seconds, but we were doing it like some couple. And you said to me, I am going to marry you one day. You said that. You did. And then your head was there. Your head was down. Your head was there. And it was just too much. I was a kid. Do you understand that? And I looked at you. I remember looking at you right into those beautiful eyes of yours, and I ran away. Back upstairs to my friends. All my sleeping friends who were still just girls. Some girls that I was never going to be like again. Not ever.
Reggie, I'm sorry if you think I'm responsible for it.
Responsible? For what?
As far as that thought goes, I tried to get it out while the going was good. I really didn't think it through. I'm just being honest here.
Well, at least you're funny. Sort of. You've always been funny.
Thanks. Look, I am sorry. Now, I know maybe we shouldn't have done it, but we were just kids.
Oh my God, don't say that. Don't say it like that, kids.
What do you mean?
I was a kid. I was a little girl, but you were
No,
18. Yes, October 23rd, my birthday, 3 days from now. Remember, you were already 18. Your birthday is in August 7th. I couldn't recall it, so I had to look it up, but you were 18.
You're right.
You were a man. It doesn't matter how you want to spin it. You could vote, you could go to war, you could have a car, you had no business doing that to me, not that night or ever. You know what? I am not gonna lay the whole "you ruined my life" dish on you, because I'm not even completely sure that's true. I am who I am, who I turn out to be, but you had some part in that. I guess that's all I wanted you to know. You doing that to me on that night has something to do with what you see in front of you right now. Cute, smart, hardworking, kind of fucked up, sexually inappropriate at a pretty early age. Just making it some days and other days just off the charts, leave the short. I just thought you should know that. That's all.
I really am.
I don't still expect you to marry me, by the way. That felt a little bit silly back then. Okay. I'm gonna get going now because the traffic is always crazy around here. Thanks to these bastards.
I suppose so.
Most of us, people I mean, we really are to blame for all the shit. I do believe that. I just had to share what happened between us with another person just for a second. You and me. How it, affected me. I mean, I was just a lot for a kid to handle. It was a kiss, right? Just a kiss. So get over it, but it's just hard to look how it's supposed to.
I'm glad you did. I really am, true.
Yeah. Really? Well, okay then, it's off your list. That's what a woman kisses like. See the difference?
Yeah.
Okay then.
I was just so, unsure.
Huh?
It wasn't tomorrow, was it?
What?
I said tomorrow. I almost turned around and came back tomorrow.
Really?
Yep. In the elevator. I was riding up and I don't know. I just suddenly felt so nervous and then I kept thinking to myself, God, I can't remember now which stage did he say? And I almost went back home because I left a little paper with the details on the counter and then you open up the door all wet,
So you were just a little bit on the other side, that's all. Anyway. Hello.
Hi. You look great.
Thanks. You hey. Hello.
Hi, stranger.
Yeah, stranger, that's a good one. This is it.
Right. So this is
Is that Dior or something? Oh, it is great. You look fantastic.
Thank you.
No, really.
That's
my fiance, she's got those.
Oh, really?
Yeah, right here. She calls it framing her face.
That's nice.
I mean, not stylish in drawers, though. No.
Thank you. I had this crazy idea on the way over here that she'd be here with you, the two of you, and I don't know, I'd have to be on display or something.
No, I never do that.
Well, I didn't know what to think. You calling me up and my parents, and then that email with all those details. I don't.
I know. I'm sorry, but no, I never do that. Make you feel all uncomfortable.
So I was one of them, huh? The lucky ones.
Yeah. Bobby, you were one of the girls that I picked to come and see.
You came all the way down here to LA just because you dreamt about it one time. That's why.
Oh no, not just dreamt about it. I mean, I really considered it there for a moment.
My sister.
Yeah, pursuing it.
But we're the same.
Well, not exactly.
Twins. Identical twins.
I know that, but
So it'd be like the same thing. I mean, it's not like you could have talked us into doing it together or anything.
I understand, but
So then what's the point? I mean, we went on for 3 years. We had some good time and some laughs, and I mean, I even thought we had a chance of getting engaged there for a bit. I mean, we talked about it now, but then.
we did, but that's kind of why I came.
But you were wanting to be with Billy.
Not all the time. That's not what I'm saying. Look, this is just part of the whole honesty thing that I'm working on here. That's all. Look, I'm trying to get you to understand here that for a moment there, I thought about what it would be like. What would it be like to be with her too?
It is him.
It couldn't be.
No,
I'm
but
not exactly the same.
No, but almost identical with twins.
I know. I did that part.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's hard to explain.
Yeah, because it's weird. That's right. Guys are weird.
Sometimes we are. That's true.
Most times. And so that's really how I ended up there in this deal, by you just thinking about it.
I mean, basically, it felt wrong. So, I mean, after I started thinking through, so I just figured I'd come out here and let you know that.
Okay. Appreciate that. It's been a while.
Yeah, I'm not great with letters and stuff.
No, not for a writer.
Teacher, really? All right. I started, dip my hand in it, as they say, but mostly I teach.
Okay. Oh, yeah, actually, I did hear that you had a story or something pretty recently.
Yeah.
I never saw it.
You did? I mean, it was very well received. It went over very well. I probably got a copy of my satchel.
No, it's okay. I don't read anymore. Except for X-rays,
Right. Anyway, so you started making plans, like wedding plans, and your life, like this part of your life starts to come back up for you.
Like vomit?
No. But it starts to eat away at you as you're picking out your tux and then tickets for Cancun. So I just figured, I'd jump right back in there, try to right some wrongs, be proactive about it.
Cool. I respect that. And so how many people are you seeing?
You're the fourth.
Huh.
Yeah, I was ready for like 5 or 6, but...
Too much flying around?
No, not at all. 3 I met with, and that was interesting.
I'm sure it was. I'm sorry. I guess I'm a little bit slow here, but I'm here because of...
Because you're important to me. So, I started by making a list. And then I realized pretty quickly that I had a fair number of women to choose from. Like a group of men. You understand? Lots. Right? And so then I started, to write down the names of the ones that I felt that I was remotely responsible for. Our problems, I'm saying. And then after a bunch of revisions, I then had to had to narrow it down to like my top 5 or so. The ones that I felt were truly pivotal, essential, instrumental to me and who I am as a person.
Okay. Well, I'm happy I made the cut.
Of course you did. I mean, you were like right at the top. Like right at the top. Do you want anything?
So you never heard about her?
Who?
My sister?
No, I know that she had that internship over in Europe.
She did.
Great.
Went for a couple months.
Nice.
Yeah, and then she came back here to Stanford, actually.
It's a good school.
Yeah. She got a scholarship and she was doing her sports and everything, and then she got the cancer.
What?
Uh-huh. Leukemia and died. I think that's what drove me towards medicine.
I'll be honest. I'm sorry.
You know, she came back from Brussels, and at the end there, I mean, she had to be down. It's like, it's just so.
But, I mean, well, was she?
It's just so funny. Out of all the people that she knew, I mean, Bailey was such a popular girl. Out of everyone, at the end there, when she was rolling in and out of being awake, Billy was asking for you.
What?
She was.
But I mean, why would she?
Well, that's the part that I can never understand. But then,
Bobby,
you
look,
wrote me
look,
and you said all those things.
Look, nothing ever happened between us. I never, ever.
You sure?
Yes, I'm sure. This is such a horrible shock.
Well, don't take it too hard. I'm just fucking with you.
She lives up in Santa Barbara.
What?
Like, I'm sorry, but I couldn't help it.
Why in the hell would you do that?
Oh, come on! Just listen to yourself. This me whole being here is so absurd. You're righting some wrongs.
I am.
Oh, come on.
I mean, I'm trying to.
No, you're looking up old girlfriends.
I
That's
am not.
all you're doing.
I am not.
Oh, come on. We're grown-ups here. At least for the most part. I mean, I am.
Look, all right? I do not appreciate that. That's not nice.
Look. You're an okay guy. And I liked you a lot. How many years ago? So I don't want this last thing that you're doing here be the last image I have of you. I don't.
Look, I'm just trying to tell you that I was thinking about it, okay? That I wanted to see you, to look into your face, and just
Well,
tell
just go see me then. Talk to me. Ask for my sister's number. Shit, I don't care. But don't do some pathetic thing here, like pretending to smooth things over as if you are just dying inside to make it all good between us.
I am. I mean, I'm not, but look, Bobby. I do. I've always wanted to.
This is not one of those moments where I'm going to kiss you, okay?
I know that. What I was doing here in this case was to let you know that I never did that, okay? We're not your sister or anyone else because I liked you so much, respected you.
Oh, I see. So all this respect that you had for me, you just lost when you got out there to Chicago? I mean, all this respect that you just...
No, not at all.
So how come I never heard from you, huh? You just took off.
I met someone.
Oh.
Some girl that I was fooling around with out there, and you know how I feel about the whole monogamy thing.
You were supposed to be monogamous with me then, right?
Right, but...
So, I mean, who was she?
Just
That you
just some girl, that's all. That's all.
Some girl,
Yes, some girl that I did that to you with, it was a mistake. All right? I have a little history here of doing that kind of thing.
Okay. See? Now I get it. I now get what one phone call could have taken care of.
You're right. I should have called.
Yeah.
Or called.
I
I started to a dozen times, but I chickened out and I hung up. I didn't want you not to like me.
But you didn't really want me to like you either, though, true.
It's complicated.
So you just sort of disappeared on me I mean, I figured
I
that you
wanted
did,
a clean
but...
break. I didn't want to muddy it up with a bunch of talk.
Okay. Well, I guess we're done here.
Oh, wait, no, look, we're just getting started. Look, you don't understand. I can't go on with my life or my love or anything before we...
Here, it's a gift certificate from Williams Sonoma. You said that you registered it.
I can't accept it.
Oh, look, don't be an asshole about this too. Just take it.
Not let some misunderstanding from the past or some right behavior on my part ruin our reunion here. All right? Look, I feel bad for how it made you feel. My whole part.
Which part? The fantasies about my sister, or the dumping me for some other girl random stuff, huh?
Copy all. Yes, you're right. Okay? But if I really...
What?
If I were to examine it, I mean, really get down to...
But you never really do you? The work, I mean.
Well, then...
Not ever. No, you don't. Not now. And not
Then
then.
what's this if it's me not trying?
No. This isn't work. No.
Don't you say that
Look,
I'm trying.
stop. What you're doing here is that you're making sure that you haven't missed out on something.
No.
That is exactly what you're doing.
No.
Yes.
You're so full of bullshit.
What?
Because I know you. Man, I'd love to just... I would love to know how many you actually have there on your list of week. Seriously, how many? Tell me.
I mean, the sample is pretty staggering.
Whatever you want.
I do.
Go ahead, do.
I do.
Fine. You know what? At least we can be civilized about this, even if we just end up as...
Friends? You're not just about to say that word.
No.
God, I
was just...
Because I don't need any friends. But let me be a little more specific here. I don't need you.
That was not very nice.
I wasn't trying to be nice. Oh my God. Why would I want to be friends with you? Especially now, like pals, buddies. I didn't even want to see you. And now, God, you were always this grandiose guy. But I didn't know, not really until this moment, that it might actually be pathological. So now I think friends is off the list.
I have always meant well.
Oh, fuck you. Paul Potts meant well. Oppenheimer meant well. It's not about the meaning, it's about the doing. And guys always mean well right before they fuck somebody over. What?
That is not.
It's not what? You think it's okay as long as just one person rather than a dozen or a million? When is hurting okay? When you say so? Or is it just open season, all of us going at it any way we see fit?
I'm not saying that it's okay to hurt. Look, but you can't, okay? You cannot compare some war to me not calling you.
Why? Why not? Huh? Who says I can't? In fact, I just did. Right now. And I'm going to stand by it. I am. Because when you do what you do, and when it sounds like you've been doing a lot, people get hurt, injured. A piece of them, it dies. And this part that you decide that you can just take from them and damage is on.
I don't take anything.
Yes, you did. From me, you did. And not what you thought maybe, but you did do that. And you didn't care. You didn't even look back. And that one little brutal gesture, it makes you more than just some ex-boyfriend. It turns you into like a killer or an assassin, some kind of emotional terrorist who's just like... Now, do you know what? All these things that you do, it just makes you not a very nice person. And that's as bad as it gets as far as I'm concerned.
Bobby, look, this is not what I wanted. It's not what I hoped that happened.
Well, then, surprise.
Look, I did run away. Yes, I did. But I did look back. I've been searching for a way back ever since. Bobby, my entire life since knowing you has been devoted to finding someone like you. It's obvious here. Here, look.
She's pretty.
No, thank you. Kind of similar, huh? She's even into medicine. Look, I have been deluding myself all this time. I really have. Like what we had? What we have? It's undeniable.
Sure you don't mean my sister?
Come on, Bobby, please.
Then why didn't you come back then? Before all this?
You know what? That is an excellent question. Here's one for you. Why did I leave in the first place, huh? I applied to UCLA for my postgrad. And I got in. Oh, you didn't know that, did you? No, because I lied about it. All right? I tore up the paper and said I had to go to Chicago because Northwestern was the only place for me. Why? Why do people do shit of that nature? Such stupid, blatant shit that ruins our lives. Why? I don't know. That's the answer. All I can do is speak for myself. And then the truth of it is, I wasn't ready. The most perfect girl comes up to me in student union, sits across from me with her lunch, and I'm 22 years old. That's my only defense. I was young. Bobby, I fucked up.
God, No, I can't accept that.
What do you mean?
No, I'm sorry, but
It's the truth.
it's too easy. It's too No.
Bobby.
It's not.
Bobby.
It doesn't make.
Bobby, just don't leave, okay? Listen to me for one quick second, all right? All right? Now listen. I've had some thoughts, okay? Some crazy notions. You said you didn't read my story of it. Look, for a while now, I've been trying to be a writer, all right? And I've been off practicing that while I'm teaching, okay? And I found my voice. I did in my romantic foibles, and so I thought, hey, what the hell? I'll just keep doing it, right? And so I approached Esquire about it. I did, and they were interested. They were interested, and so I started going around, and I started meeting up with ex-girlfriends. But that's not why I came here. All right? That's not what I'm here for. I'm here because I need you. I mean, everything I said, my feelings for you is absolutely true, completely.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Really?
Yes.
Well, thank God you're gonna make me feel all uncomfortable. You're
Where are you going?
Don't stop! Don't do that! I hope this works for your iPod. What's this?
It's Mike.
It's a mic? Like a microphone?
Can you close that door from the neighbor here, please?
Why? Why is there a microphone? Why?
Because
Because, are you taping this? What we're saying to each other?
yes.
Why? Why would you do that?
But
That is so.
I really needed to see you again, okay?
Yeah, and maybe make a buck or two out of it.
You know what? You're right. You're right. Fine. You got me. You smoked me out. I sometimes use the people around me to advance my career. And well, Bobby, that just makes me an American. Now, frankly, that's about it. All right? And it's not like I'm like one of those authors out there who's pretending right now that the shit is real. Or hiding behind the persona of a 12-year-old boy. I don't do none of that. I'm me. All right? I write amusing stories while changing the names of everyone involved. And I really don't see who's getting hurt by it. I really don't. And it's not like I'm recording these things haphazardly. It's for Esquire. Like, just because I'm an author doesn't mean I can't have human stuff. Does that make me some big, despicable creature because I continue to search and continue to reach for my happiness on a profoundly human level? I don't think so. And I'm not even trying to take away from what I did. I'm not. I did such a stupid thing back so many years ago, and I'm sorry. All right? And I mean, I could put the blame on something else. I could say that it's a horrible age that we live in, a world that doesn't give two shits about other people's feelings, where some folks will stay up until 4 in the morning searching the internet for sex while their loved one is sleeping 50 feet away, or how a man will text message his wife to say, "I'm leaving you." All these little atrocities that we visit on each other on a daily basis, which is pretty breathtaking. But I can't do that. That's not the problem. This is my fault, all of it. I was young and dumb and goofy, and those are my good qualities. I'm a guy. I'm bad at this. Found the perfect person that I can ever imagine being with, even standing next to. And she liked me. Me! And it didn't compute. It didn't make sense to me, so I told myself that it wasn't true, no matter what she would say to me. But I've grown since then. I have. And I know now that me sleeping around all these women and writing about it and telling myself I should visit my past before I marry, I realize now it's all about you. And I don't care if you don't buy it or if you laugh in my face or if you hate me. I love you. It. I love you. Not your sister. Not any woman I've ever known. Not even this girl I'm about to marry. No one. Just you. Say something.
It's late.
Is that metaphorical?
I think it's all encompassing. It's late.
But we. What are you saying?
Nothing. It's for $50.
Hey. Hey. No, I'm good. I'm fine. I'm fine. Yeah. Oh, no. Work is great. Work is great. You know, just traveling around. Yeah. How's school? That's good. That's good to hear. The weather, you know, it's LA. The weather's always great. I mean, even when it's bad, it's great. Yeah. But guess what, honey? I think I'm gonna come home a day early. Why? Because I miss you, that's why. I love you too. Of course. Only you. Yes, I love you. Yes, baby. Now, I'm heading out in a bit. Oh, no, I'll be right there. I'll be at the airport tonight, yes.